So here I am, guys, just walking away from the car. I'm off for another hike. Not sure what it is. Just went onto OS Maps and grabbed one of their already uploaded routes. I should be hitting a couple of summits. Not the biggest boys in here, but still very nice. The weather is it is raining, not very heavily, but according to the apps it should be clearing up a little bit, so we'll see. So far I'm coming up this tarmac road surrounded by this mighty slate quarries or mountains. Big stream running on the side of me. The rain is really minimalistic. So half a mile on the tarmac, and now we're about to turn off and head straight up this little hill here. Looks quite greasy and grassy. Not that sleepy, to be fair. Ooh. It's very greasy and grassy. That path was very wet. The path is literally the running stream. So I started sort of turn away, making my way up around this bit of mountain. So the car park will be over there, and it's not too bad. There's water running down the path, but it's very manageable. I can hear a big stream somewhere. Oh wow, there's a whole waterfall. Look at this. Okay, at this point we're gonna turn off and start making our way through all this paradise. There's a path that carries on straight, but we're not taking that. We're gonna go straight up, and our first summit is right up there. Okay, at this point I'm gonna change to the head mount, because this is it doesn't look very safe. It looks slippery. I want to be able to use both of my hands. Here we are, head mount on. Let's head out. Coming up this really sloppy, grassy path, which is really wet and dirty, but still manageable. I'm having to walk on the grass on the side of the actual path because it's so slippery, very slippery. There is no end of it. It goes right into the fog. It's just bog like this. It's terrible. I'm super exposed right now. As I'm getting higher and higher, the wind I can already see what's the conditions on the top there. They are not very good. It's really a swamp. I need to be on that ladder, but it's so wet. Got through. Jesus. As I'm getting higher and higher, the wind becoming stronger, The trail's becoming more wet and slippier. Look at this. No scenery to be seen anymore. The wind is strong. The drizzle is combined with the wind is terrible. Conditions are getting worse and worse and worse. Whew. I'm now onto this very loose, steep track that just keeps going on and on and on. Wow! It's becoming more difficult and difficult. All the loose stuff. Very windy. Scrambling starts now. I'm gonna change the head mount for sure. The path is really hard to see. It's a different color stone that you need to follow, I think. I think I've got it! Yes! We're right on the top. There's like a shelter here. Whew. Whew. As you can see, right on top, there is a little shelter built like this from stones. Let me just stick you out for a bit just to show you how it looks outside. Ah, wow. Jesus. I think we'll be walking on top of this. Ridiculous. On unstable terrain it's really hard to walk, taking a lot of your energy out. Therefore I need to replenish, have some water, eat a little bit of food and carry on before I get really cold. Whew. Chocolate. Bagel. I'm going to change a layer for a dry one because it's super cold. Hopefully I can stay warm. This summit is called Elidir Fawr, 3,028 feet above sea level. Whew! And I tell you what, it was a bloody hard 3,000 feet to get up here in this weather. Whew! I don't know what's in front of me. I literally can't see further than like 50 meters. Let's try to get through this and not break my leg. Here it is, my first summit today. Oh, let's crack on. Not too To be fair, I think I've moved to the other side of the mountain. The wind is very, very mellow here. Nothing like on the other side. What is this? Oh, I don't want to be doing that. Don't think I have a choice. Trail that goes right across the ridge. I don't want to be doing it. It's too windy. So I'm gonna try to take an alternative that goes along the side. See if this is any better. It's slippery. That stone is slippery. Jesus. There's a wind blowing in my back, which doesn't help. Oh. Whew. Mind you, I can't see any hikers here today. Oh, sheep. Sorry guys. Slates are quite slippery. I hope they're gonna finish soon. Just look at this. Trying to hide into the fog. Sheep right out there looking at me. Those puddles, everywhere puddles. It's still quite windy. Oh, look at this. Wow. Alternatives. You can either stay and go higher, which is probably the best thing to do when you have nice views. Today I'm trying to hide from the wrath of weather. So I'll be keeping on the side of the mountain, taking this route here. It's gonna be a little bit less exposed, which is the best thing to do. Look at this rain and wind. Jesus, weather is just not improving at all. Strong wind has started and it's blowing straight into my face. I did not meet a single hiker today. Probably this route is not very popular, or the weather is not so popular today. One or the other, but I'm having the whole thing to myself. Coming out the slate quarry now. The rain does not ease off. I'm all wet through. Completely wet through. The weather is brutal. Absolutely brutal. To go even worse as we're heading up to the top of our next summit. I'm going the right way. Getting really close now. 3,000 feet above sea level. This is it. This is the summit. This is your little hideout. This is a little hideout you have right on the top of the mountain for you to take your breath back, probably have a sandwich, and then head back. The way here was so exposed, unbelievably. I got absolutely drenched. The wind and rain was so strong. It didn't take long to get me fully wet. Right, I'm gonna get my breath back, have a drink, have a chocolate, and start climbing down. Carry on with my loop. This hike is super hard in this weather. It really is. Just because of all the soft terrain and all the rocks in the quarry. So hard to walk while the wind is blowing from the sides. Very easy to break your legs indeed. But we managed alright. I was really careful, using my head mount, using both hands, and I've done it, basically. Now it's just a way back to the car. Right, let's have a chocolate and start heading down. Finished our quick break. I have to keep moving. I can't stay in one place for too long. I'm wet through and I'm gonna get cold, so I have to keep moving. My second summit for today. Now I need to find myself back at the car because I'm getting cold, I'm wet, but also I'm very, very happy. I'm struggling to get through in places. The paths are flooded. Of this stream is beautiful. It's just the wind and rain spoiling it up a little bit. Amazing! Some nice streams going down on the other side. Looks really nice. And it's quite technical, but I have all this to go through yet. That was a really nice little scramble down. What a wicked scramble down that was. The rocks are a little bit slippery, but very, very doable with extra precaution. Very nice. Absolutely loved it. Wow. That's much better. When I was on the top I couldn't see nothing. I guess with weather like this it's best to stay lower. You can actually see where you're going. Descent is something else. Very nice scrambling bit in here. I couldn't do the one this over here. It's no grip on the stone, it's too wet. So I had to find an alternative. I went a little bit around and came down. Yeah. Let's keep descending. Not a lot left. Coming from up there, I'm just gonna take this route here and follow it down to the stream. The bridge is there, I see. Woohoo! So I'll have no trouble in crossing it. Yes, wonderful. Let's keep going. all the rocks are very sleepy, so I had to try avoiding to stand on them, which make my route a little bit more challenging. Look at this beauty. Wow. God, what a trail. What a trail. I'm stoked that I'm doing it. Right, here's the bridge. Right now, whoever uploaded this loop to OS Maps, they have mentioned that this bridge is actually broken, and they don't know whether it's been rebuilt or not. But I can confirm it has been rebuilt and it's looking awesome. Oh, that was a great hike. I did do probably the most unpopular route, because I haven't seen a single hiker on the way. Not one person out there, just me and the whole thing to myself. I'm literally pretty close to the bottom now. The fog is dispersed. It's absolutely different weather over here. Look at this, how mighty this is. Just wow. Here I am coming down the last bit of descent, and then it's a little bit of a road to the car. What a hike. What a hike. Conditions was super extreme. However, I did not turn back. I got the whole loop completed. The loop of OS Maps uploaded by somebody. Yeah, surprisingly it didn't even get lost. So we'll upload the link through OS Maps to this hike in the description. So if you fancy something like this, you can find it and go and do it. It's fairly bit of elevation, it's wet, it's boggy, it's slippery, there's scrambling involved, there's yeah, a bit of everything. Not for beginners though, not for beginners. Right, this is a spiky plant and I have to go through there. Jesus. Okay, let's try. Ow, ow, ow! Getting spiked everywhere. Ah! Ow! Ah! Wow, who made that path? Who made that path? Ah! Wow! Ah, it's so sharp. Oh, my legs. Really spiky plants, and you literally have to walk through it. Ah, the path literally goes through it. Terrible. And down there. Ow! Ow! My head. It's nice, but it's spiky. Ah, spiky. My trousers are very thin. They go straight through it. Just taking this lovely trail on the side of this stream. Amazing. Anybody actually living in this house? Some farmer or something? I don't know.